joining us here. We're located in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This is an entirely symbolic gesture. This land acknowledgement takes no action. We do want to recognize the current climate change crisis that we're facing in Mi'kma'ki, and also how this will disproportionately affect the housing crisis, which Erik and I care deeply about, as well as the current environment and climate that we live in. It's really important to us that we take the time to reflect on this and also take actionable items in our lives. What can we do to support marginalized communities, including donating to the Mi'kmaq Native Friendship Center, supporting Out of the Cold, and making sure that others are aware of the climate emergency that we're currently facing.
Thank you, Sarah. It's important to know. This evening, our exits are here, located here on the stage, and there's one out that you came in through, which is also called an entrance. Our bathroom is placed in an awkward spot. It's right here.
You can get up, grab the mic for a second, tell a quick joke, we'll be silent and listen to you.
Yeah. It's also doubling as our green room, so if you see some props or makeup and things like that, don't touch that. Yeah, we'd like to thank our hosts this evening, Java Blend. Woo! Ibrar and Lexi taking your drinks. You can go out there and order a drink at any time this evening until the end of the show.
And then you can tip them really well.
Yeah! They're here for your pleasure, and so are we.
We really want to thank Joe Hartbush, who is really turning this space into a cool place to be. This is like a new event space for Javelin because of Joe. And we also want to thank Amy, Pat, and Taylor when we said this was a live album recording. Wow, this camera, this microphone. All over for us.
Why don't we tell them about the Understudies a little bit?
Yeah.
Where did we get our name?
The Understudies actually wasn't our first name. Went through a few different phases as a group, growing pains. Originally we were the Underwhelming, but no one
No, and then we tried on the Undertakers. But the only gigs we could get were funerals. And let me tell you, that's a tough crowd.
Once we were called the Understanding, nobody got it. So we renamed ourselves to the Under Armours, but that name stank. I want to be clear, Erik wrote that joke.
And I wrote this one too. Slightly changed our names to the Underwears. We got a sponsorship with Fruit of the Loom. It only lasted briefly though.
Before settling on the Understudies, we rebranded to the Overachievers, but we were doing way too many shows.
We still do.
We should go back.
We should go back. Yeah, but as a comedy duo, sometimes you get compared to other duos. And we often get compared to Halifax and Dartmouth. Isn't that right?
Sure.
Yeah, people say Erik and Sara are like Halifax and Dartmouth. Everyone says they like them equally, but we all know you have your favorites.
Erik and Sara like Halifax and Dartmouth. One's content is a little bit darker.
And we also get Sara and Erik are like Halifax and Dartmouth. The rent is the same, but the experience is different.
Sometimes we hear Sara and Erik are like Halifax and Dartmouth. They really appeal to different crowds.
And I don't know who's saying this one's kind of mean, but Sara and Erik are like Halifax and Dartmouth. One's a little more rundown. I'll let you decide. Cities and the people. I didn't say it.
You didn't say it.
Someone else said it.
Yeah. I've actually had some of our friends compare us to the bridges in the HRM.
Yep.
They say Sara and Erik are like the McDonald's and the McKay. The toll is the same, but the ride is different. And those are the people having sex with both of us.
Oh my, well, yeah, pay for that one. They also say Sara and Erik are like the McKay and the McDonald Bridge. When one's closed down and out of commission, the other one is overwhelmed.
Also, Sara and Erik are like the McDonald McKay. You do
Sara and Erik are like the McDonald and the McCabe Bridge. I'm glad there's two of them, but I kind of wish there were more.
None of our other shows, those people. Lots of people on it.
Because normally we do shows with a lot of people, but tonight it is just the two of us. What are we doing tonight, Sara?
We're doing it all, as Erik keeps writing in every post. Every single one. We think variety is the spice of life. I guess. So we're doing stand-up, we're doing improv, we're doing sketch, and that's all the variety we know.
If you want to teach us how to tap dance, we will learn.
We'll add it.
Teach us how to sing, we will learn. Any other varieties that we could
That's all I know.
Yeah, but we're going to start off with some improv. How does that sound? Yeah. Well, we're going to play a little game to warm ourselves up and get you warmed up and get you in the vibe of what improv is all about. We're going to play a game called World's Worst, but just the two of us. Normally we play this with a bunch of people, but it's now just the two of us.
Yep. This is a bit of a competitive game for us today.
Yep.
The
whole show is competitive.
We will have a winner. So the way it's going to work is we're going to go back and forth thinking of the world's worst version of your suggestion. If one of us hesitates or maybe isn't showing the real world's worst, you know, you can give us a little bit of a boo, and we'll get a new suggestion and start over. But if it's me, don't boo.
And if it's more underwear jokes, you...
Erik tells me.
Okay, so let's get a suggestion of some world's worst outfit. Something like that, like a world's worst outfit you wear to work. What's a job that you would wear a bad outfit to work?
Okay, world's worst suggestion.
Warm up, show them what a bad suggestion. Now we do that at improv shows, right?
Yeah, we show you what a bad suggestion.
Yeah,
And,
don't yell out those.
Yeah, what about the world's worst object? So name any object. That's a normal suggestion to ask for. Never been to an improv show.
Underwear. See, that's what I was going for.
Got it.
World's
World's worst underwear.
That's an elastic band. Or a rubber band. Rubber band.
Oh, wrong hole.
A job.
Pilot.
No.
Sorry, the second rule of improv is no.
Always say no.
I don't teach you enough to.
World's worst pilot.
Pilot? For the fun of it.
Come on. Who wants a ride? I was a helicopter if you were just listening.
We're in the plane's crashing! The plane's crashing! Open your mouth! It's not gonna make it!
Okay, a world's worst location.
There's a location.
Give me a location.
The world's worst
A pizzeria, world's worst pizzeria. Welcome to Pizzeria Diarrhea. it's not coming down.
Oh!
You throw up another one and hit it down.
Yeah. It's called science.
Welcome to the gluten-free pizzeria. Just serve it on crackers.
Yeah.
One pepperoni, one piece of cheese. I'm gluten intolerant. So I can
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
That's like the world's best charcuterie.
Have the smoked salmon gluten-free pizza. Let's do one more.
One more?
One more.
Okay.
I feel pretty warm. Pretty warm?
Yeah, me too. We'll do one more. We can take another occupation. That's fine.
Accountant.
An accountant. World first accountant.
Yeah.
Oops.
Ooh, you owe a lot of taxes. What are those called?
Abacus.
Those are abacuses for all those people listening.
I didn't explain anything. Okay. Did someone order an accountant? I was pretending to be a stripper.
Hello, welcome to Sesame Street. This evening's occupation of the day is accounting. Let's show you what an accountant does. One accountant, two accountants. If you added another, you'd have three accountants. Three is the number of. Just so you know, Sarah and I haven't seen each other in like a month. Today's the first time we've hung out in a month. I was in Greece, you were in Boston, and you were in DC. Yeah. You got back
Last night.
Yeah.
Yes. Last night.
Wow. You're doing a great job.
So Reese really took a toll. Just kidding. You're doing a great job. We're going to do more improv, so Erik can show off how good he is at it. Continually. It hasn't stopped yet.
We're going to do a little game called Groundhog Day, and what we need from you is a line of dialogue. How this game works is we're going to start the scene with that line of dialogue, and when we're tired of that scene and somebody starts booing,
You don't have to
you don't have to do it.
Don't change it.
We are going to start over again with that same line of dialogue, but create a new scene with it. You know, like how Groundhog Day works.
Kind
You haven't even seen the movie, have you?
Nope.
So we need a line of dialogue that it's like an advice that you would receive or that you would give.
Don't put your finger there.
Don't put your finger there. Don't put your finger there. All right, let's get a round of applause. Whoa, don't put your finger there. I'm playing a little game here.
I won't.
I've been stacking these pennies all day.
I won't.
You know, I'm trying to get the world record. Okay, you're really messing me up here. Mom, I said you could keep my sister in the house while I was doing this, please.
I said maybe I could be the world's best penny stacker too.
Yeah. No.
Mom said I can do anything boys can do, but better.
That may possibly be true, but I've been working on this weird skill of mine for a long time now. If you're gonna take that from me, it's really gonna hurt.
You already took being an only child.
World's biggest feeler. Put you in the book for the world's biggest feelings.
You think I could get in?
I can show you how to feel real good.
Yeah.
Kick me.
World's biggest feelings. Here you come.
Come on, you kick me all the time. You're mad.
Okay.
All right, I'll make you mad. I shaved your Barbies. Don't put your finger there. Do you think it's dead? What if it shocks you? Jellyfish sting, right?
Yeah.
They're like electric, right?
Yeah.
You can charge your phone off them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they're like battery packs. Yeah.
I licked a battery once.
What? I ate a battery once.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd eat a jellyfish once?
I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it now, considering it's here, right?
And it's dead. That's sushi.
It's sushi.
We call that sushi wrap.
Where are you from? If I'm gonna eat this jellyfish, I'm gonna need a fork, a knife, and a bib. And it looks like we're out of those three things, so I can't eat it. But I'll eat sand.
You need a battery and sand?
I'll eat anything. I'm an iron.
Not a
Well, I need a knife and a fork and a bib.
What do you get for sand?
Shovel in a bucket.
That makes sense.
And milk.
Yeah, maybe a napkin. It's messy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay.
Oh! It shocked you! Don't put your finger on that. Never doing that. These elevator rides are gonna get a lot less fun.
Sorry, I woke up this morning like this.
Actually, do you mind
Right
giving me
over
a,
bed.
you mind giving me a hand?
Okay.
Well, don't put your finger there. Let me tell you. Did it once and lost it.
20 years, I ain't never been dumb enough to put my finger there.
20 years, hey? Yeah, that's how long we've been working here at this sawmill. Feels like yesterday you and I got that job from my uncle. Uncle Jim was weird. But he did give us that job.
He always said if it got cold, have someone's fingers getting cut off, but he did not think it was going to be someone's nephew. The dang fool did not think his nephew was not the fool that was foolproofed on the sawmill. Never underestimated a fool, that's what your Uncle Jim said. Fool himself for letting you work here.
Sorry, we're messy today.
20 years.
We're filming this, I can't have boogers on my face. Don't put your finger over there. Don't put your finger there. Because if you do, you're going to be in trouble. If you touch any of the paintings at this museum, you'll be evacuated by 2 large bouncers named Mike and Mike.
Are they cute?
They are handsome. They are so handsome that you will fall probably in love with them and go out on a date. But they will dump you the next day, I promise you that. So do not touch these paintings in this museum. We have Michelangelo's. We have
Mike and Mike.
Pablo Picasso. We have Leonardo da Vinci's. We have Van Gogh's.
So like 6'2".
They both work out every day.
I'm good at them.
But I'm not here to talk about Mike and Mike. I'm here to talk
We're here to talk about the works of art.
works of art. Standing next
You
to.
think I sit around a museum to learn, to read, to think about the abstract?
Hey, Mike.
Oh my god. Shut up. Hey, Mike. Just learning about Da Vinci.
You know, Mike kind of grunts like that when he's into somebody else.
My way again. That's the sound you guys just
They're coming close. I can't stand their cologne, so I'm gonna stand back a little.
You're kind of acting like you have a crush.
Stop!
Oh my god. Da Vinci this, Michelangelo that. You have a crush on the real works of art?
You know, maybe they'll take us out on a date if we touch the paintings. Hey, Mike, come over here! Come and get me! Whoa, you got me, Mike!
I hate it here.
And see!
Holy cow, that was improv. Holy cow. Now I'm bringing out a microphone. What do you think that means? Oh, jeez, I should have made you answer that. It's weird. Can everybody do their math questions for today? What was the answer to A? Anyway, it has been my pleasure to work with this comedian over the couple of years, especially this year as the Understudies. We've had such a great time. It is always a pleasure to be able to introduce them to the stage, I must say. They're a good friend. I would play with them on the playground if I was given the opportunity. And we wouldn't fight, I'm sure of it. I would share my Thomas the Tank Engines. And I wouldn't push. Because they're so nice and they're so talented at comedy. Please give a warm welcome for Sara, Graham.
Nothing like getting introduced after you've already been on stage. Love an intro to the audience that knows you. This is a different Sara. Hi, my name's Sara Graham. in case you missed it, the 4 times that we've said it already. You're not gonna believe this. I have always been this awkward. I know it's unbelievable with the confidence and the stature that I carry myself with. If you're looking at me, I'm a little bit hunched over right now. But I have always been awkward. Even as a little kid, I was super weird and awkward. I thought that like a lot of things were secrets that weren't secrets in your childhood. Like I would do something, I'd be like, no one can know. No one can know that I watched an hour and a half of TV at school. I will lie to them. Don't know why I thought it was important to lie, but it's because I thought everything was a secret. I had a friend recently look at me and say, oh, you look like you weren't allowed to drink pop as a kid. Which is true. I wasn't allowed to drink pop as a kid, but that is offensive. Either way, I know it. My parents didn't let me drink pop. They didn't keep pop in the house. My grandma came over once to watch us, and she brought a full case of pop. And my little kid brain was buzzing. I was like, Grandma's bringing a full case of pop over, and Mom and Dad aren't here. And she put it in a cellar. It's an unfinished cellar. It was the scariest place in our house. Totally unfinished basement. It was a cold cellar, and it had a little door on it. And every day, for 12 days straight, I snuck down to the cellar, and as quickly as my little tiny kid body could, I chugged a pop. As fast as possible, drank it all the way down, crushed the can, and hid it somewhere in the cold cellar. Anywhere I could find that was a secret little place. I did not like pop. I understood why I wasn't allowed to have it. It was gross. Everyone at school liked it. I was going to learn. 12 days straight, I would learn to like pop. I knew that I read, like as a kid, it was like, oh, if you try broccoli enough times, you'll like it. I was like, this is me and pop. I was drinking full cans of V8. As fast as I could. Full cans of tomato vegetable at record speed. Because my grandma was making a soup. She was making a soup and she brought V8 as the base, and I drank so much of it. To this day, I still don't really like pop. I don't like it. I have grown into this body myself. I do not live comfortably in it. If you ever see me walking around on the street, it's like watching a Sims loading screen. Like when you start building your Sim, that's how I move through the world. I'll show you. Sorry, audio. Oh, and then I moved. I always look lost. I've never looked like I knew where I was going or how to get there. I've lived in this city 10 years, and I'll say probably once a week, people stop me in the street and ask if I know where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going and where I'm getting to. I'm just getting there slowly and confused. As any new sim would. I practiced this part of my set you'd never get. I know. So natural. I practiced this part of my set for my partner, who was in bed at the time, and I was standing at the edge of the bed going... Not a single laugh. The entire set, not one giggle. And I finished it, and they said, wow, you're so brave. I said, what? Brave? They said, yeah, like, this comedy stuff. You're so brave for doing it. And I've been doing comedy for 8 years. What are you talking about? He said, yeah, but this time, you're doing real Jerry Seinfeld type. I said, what do you mean? I've been doing comedy for 8 years. And they said, don't do impressions. It's not a strong suit of yours. And I kept it in out of spite. Okay. This part actually is brave. Controversial opinion. I love straight people. I know, don't boo yet. You ever got to go on your straight friend's phone on Tinder? I'm like a little kid. I'm hanging out with him, I'm like, hey, you have any games on your phone? You know exactly what I want. Open up that app. I feel very lucky to have dated someone for 8 years, but oh my gosh, when someone opens up a little Tinder app and I get to see embarrassing straight men's bios, unbelievable. If I reworked them into a song by Alanis Morissette, it would sound a little something like this. I'm broken, I'm needy, I'll ghost you in 2 weeks. My apartment's a mess now, baby. And when we finally hook up, the sex is gonna be fine, fine, fine. Why are they so honest? Why are they putting that in their bio? Never ever again will you hear straight men and honest in the same sentence without not in between them. Whatever works seems to be working for him. I don't know. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. If we haven't met yet, hi. I'm Sara, in case you didn't catch it the other 5 times. I'm deaf, I wear hearing aids, and it's like a superpower. I don't think you understand getting to turn off hearing aids anytime someone says something you don't want to hear. What? There's no bigger joy in the world, I'm telling you this right now. Hey, like, can you help me move? What? What did you say? Don't turn them back on. No. This gig is gonna pay with exposure. Money, please. Sara, you really shouldn't do any impressions or singing in your stand-up. Can't tell me nothing about what I should do in my stand-up set. Do impressions and I sing one of them. Okay. I looked at my notes and I have written down, no, but I actually am awkward. As if at any point I have convinced you up that I am not. So yeah, I actually am pretty awkward. I know you may think otherwise after all of that. I am an awkward deaf person. If I don't hear something, I just go, haha, yeah. Doesn't matter what was said to me. On my tombstone, haha, yeah. It's the thing I say most in life. You'll catch me moving boxes because I haha yeah my way into helping a friend move. And you'll also catch me doing a recorded stand-up set because I haha yeah Erik one time. Sara, recording a comedy album. Yeah. Yeah, Erik and I had a great meeting. I wasn't listening at all.
This explains everything.
I'm a big advocate for healthcare. I don't have it, but big advocate. when I did have health insurance, saw a therapist. Thank you. Don't clap too fast. It was really good. I remember he had an appointment one day, and I was like, oh God, it's just so hard being a Virgo. Things a particular way, do things play by your rules. My therapist was like, Sarah, this is funny, but you can't blame your OCD on being a Virgo. I started crying. It's okay to get emotional, it's okay to feel things. And I was like, no, this is because I'm a Cancer moon. Great losing my health insurance. That was really helpful. Gave me some good material. So, audience, I haven't had enough audience participation. When was, adults in the room, when was the last time you peed your pants? Mine was 8 days ago at the Taylor Swift concert. Anybody beat that? Long lines to the bathroom. I have kidney problems, so a long line to a bathroom, you'll pee your pants in the Taylor Swift line. Still saw her in concert, still worth it. Just a little cold. Don't worry. I'm seeing a urologist. Yeah. Thank you. When adults have problems with medical things, they go to a doctor, apparently. So I saw a urologist. I started a long time ago, and when I first went, because I was peeing my pants as an adult, as many of us do, totally normal. I started seeing a urologist, and she was like, hey, it's nice to be here. This is a teaching hospital. If you could just sign this form, then other people can come and watch the procedures. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. I want doctors to be good. Learning. Months and months and months later, I had an appointment, and they were like, okay, I'm going to look at your bladder. And I was like, cool. I walked into the appointment room. Wow. Stirrups. Like you've never seen them before. Wide open. I lay down, put my feet in the stirrups, as the nurse instructed, and a new doctor comes in. He's like, hey, I'm your doctor. Your other doctor is doing something. I don't know. And I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. One doctor, no problem. No problem. Just the hottest doctor I've ever seen in my whole life. My feet are in stirrups. Okay, it's fine. The marching band enters. 5 of the hottest doctors you've ever seen. Everyone sign that form. All with clipboards. I'm like, God, do people normally shave for this? What do you do? Okay, so they walk you through the procedure. There's a giant TV, bigger than any TV you've ever seen in a house, right next to my face. And they're like, this is a camera. And you're like, okay. And they put it in, and the doctor's going through, and he's telling me all these things. And I'm like, oh God, just like look, like just like tuck your hair behind your ears. Okay, cool. Everyone's scribbling stuff on clipboards. And the doctor's like, okay, we're going along. We're gonna go up your urethra. And I was like, cool. And they like kind of quiet. I said, never had someone this far inside me before. Not a laugh. Not a chuckle, not a slightly heavy breath through the nose, nothing at all. All right. Clipboard sound. Okay. And he's like, looking at my bladder. It's on a big TV screen. And he's like, look up there. And I was like, okay. He's like, the bladder looks great. I said, buy me dinner first. I can't stop. My mouth is dry. Not a laugh in the room. They scribble some sheets down on a clipboard, all 6 of them, and the nurse are silent. He's like, okay. Starts saying medical words. And he's like, we're going to pull out now. I said, thank goodness. Got to take my birth control today. What is wrong with me? feel like an excess of water when this happens. So unimpressed. So done with my shenanigans. He's like, have a good day. They all leave. A parade of 6, except the nurse. And the nurse goes, well, you know what they say about urologists? I said, no, why would I know that? What do they say? He's like, they love a water park. What does that mean? Is this an exceptional circumstance of me, or like everyone's like, what part is the water park? Where's the slide? And is there a lazy river? Because I like that part. She points to the corner and goes, there's some Depends in the corner, you could take them. And you know I took all of them. That stuff is so expensive. I loaded them in my bag. I'm not going to be dead buying those from a store again. Because if I'm not thrifty. And that's what I said. My name is Sara. If you're keeping track, that's at least time number 7 that I've said my name out loud. I would like to welcome the person that has probably apologized to you for something I've said. Is very kind. I'm not sure what the playground analogy is, but I'm sure it's true for both of us. Erik Garf, everybody!
Good job. Wow. Hey, do I have any friends in the audience tonight? Oh. Didn't expect a few of your faces, actually. Got that joke. Got that joke. Oof. I can do that one. A lot of people from work are here, too. There goes my whole set! No, I did hear somebody make some noise. It was a bit of a woohoo that I recognized. I think it was my fiance. Wow! Recently engaged to be married. That's how you say it, right? It's new. It's a new thing. It's a little rusty. But yeah, we've been together for 7 years. Oh yeah, this whole set was going to be about the proposal. Yeah, she's gonna. You didn't tell me that. She told me jokes about me. Yeah, but you get to know each other, and instead of making jokes about you, all make jokes about me. I can be kind of annoying. After 7 years, you kind of get to know these annoying things. I think I've been told I have selective hearing. But I don't. For me, my excuse is I find that, Anna always yawns in between the important information. Yeah, she'll be like, yeah, I'm just, after work, I need you to go pick me up. I'm like, what? They're like, okay, when you're out today, can you please get stuff to the store? Huh? But it's just like hearing, I promise. To make up for my annoying stuff, sometimes I do chores. When I clean the kitchen, I get a big old kiss. When I make the bed, I get a big old hug. And when I take out the garbage... Hold on a second, is this like positive reinforcement? But yeah, we ground each other, sometimes you go, like, we're driving, and I have this annoying habit where I don't fill up the tank of gas. Right it! So we're on fumes, and she's like, oh my gosh, we're almost on E! Got pull over, we're almost on E! I'm like, what do you think E stands for? She's like, emergency! Well, before getting engaged, I was pretty nervous. And I was trying to figure out what to do, so, you know, you go to the old pops, old Papa Garf. And Papa Garf, I go, Dad, what do I do? How should I propose? He's like, oh, no, why are you coming to me? Male role model of my life, I don't know. Put in some food. She's gonna choke. Well, you know, dads, you know, they're interesting. My dad and I have an interesting relationship. I kind of boil it down to this. We watched School of Rock once, you know this movie? After the movie, he goes, that was funny. And I'm like, the kids didn't get any of their schoolwork done. And he's like, what are you, a nerd? So my dad's my bully. Trying to figure out what to do. So I came up with like a ton of weird and wild proposals, and I thought maybe I could run through them with you. Yeah, some of the proposals. You're not gonna like them. You're not gonna like them. Let's look at one person. Yeah, so let's see what I got here. I started off with this. I wrote this beautiful poem that I'll read for you. Because that's romantic, right? A poem? So I was like, listen, baby. Ain't no mountain top. Ain't no valley low. Ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. So just say yes. So I wrote that myself. Yep. Here's some more. I wrote some more. I had a big writing day that day. Talking maybe, but this one is a little sweeter, a little more tender. I love how your hair is glowing with beauty. I love how golden it is. And blonde. Kind of have a thing for blonde. Will you marry me? I didn't do that one. I almost did this one though, because I thought it'd be a good disclaimer, but I said, I was nervous, right? I was so nervous, like the day I was about to do it, I woke up that morning and I just started pacing around. Back to the mic. I put on a nice shirt so she knew it was coming. I'm just going to the beach and he puts on a nice shirt. Anyway, so this is another one I wrote. Generally, you look like all the women in my family. Which I'm alright with, but I did an ancestry check and we're not related. Will you marry me? Didn't do it. This other one, I just sort of thought, like, what do you do? Connect down to a moment, like a moment you had together, the moment you knew you fell in love. So this was the moment I was going to explain to you. I was like, okay, do you remember that time that we first crawled into bed together the first time? Got into the sheets and got our bodies close together for the first time, and they touched and we cuddled, and then you farted on me? Remember that? That's what I'm going to do. You marry me and fart on me for the rest of my life. I didn't do that one either. This was a quick one though. This one I thought just be like, yeah, we'll get it right out of the way and get it done. I said, so I I sexed Betty and I killed Michelle, so will you marry me? Sarah said I couldn't swear for the recording. So I was gonna say F-bomb there, but I didn't! Restraint! So that's all my poems, but I did have one other thing that I was gonna do. I thought maybe it would be interesting if I did an interpretive dance. But I'm really into birds. Like, birds. And, I thought I would like dance like the birds of paradise. Look up to the men in the bird world. So, do you mind if I do my dance?
This place ain't big enough for the
Well, I reckon you blow down that wall over there. You really
Dad, can I borrow the keys? Please, Dad.
All right.
You're the best.
Wash them off before you give them back. Did you enjoy your meal?
Yeah, it was really great. I can't finish it. Can I get a doggy bag?
A doggy bag? No, you mean a takeout container.
No. I mean a doggy bag.
Right away.